Hello there. In this tutorial, I want to show you how to have a better mouse to do your skin weights in akeytsu. Usually, what you do here is like you go in paint mode, and for example, you want to smooth out your influences. So basically, you click once, twice, etc., 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 and it's not that convenient. But what I'm usually doing is more this. Like I go up there and just airbrush my influences. And if I go backwards with Control Z, up, you can see that I have many clicks. And the fact is, I just pressed one button. So how do I do that? First of all, you need to have a programmable mouse. So if you have a very standard mouse with no editing software, where you can put on some macros, etc., you can't do that, unfortunately. So you have to get a good mouse. Not necessarily a Logitech one. So I'm not making some ad for a Logitech. You can literally have any gaming mouse you want. You just need to be able to make your own macros on it. So here are what I've made. So I've made a over click and a over suppress. Think of it as a over left click and a over right click. If you go on this one here, so we'll go just macros and see what overclick does. Can I edit this guy? Yep. So this is really simple. The macro just repeats itself until I just release the button. Okay, so it just clicks down and release the click, and down, release, down, release, down. It's like clicking extremely fast. And the over suppress does the same as for but for the left click. It's really that simple. Once you've set up this, you'll be able to simply grab any painting mode. So it can be the smoothing one, which is really pleasant, but it could be also the add, which is basically why I've made the over suppress. Of course, if you are using the weight and strength at maximum, like here, you won't see any differences between using this or the regular click. Since the regular click, you know, it just paints everything it can. But if you go, I'm gonna isolate my painting like so. Okay, just a quick, really quick rappel. Comment on dit ça en anglais? Je ne sais plus. Recall, let's say, on how skinning works in akeytsu. If you select just one joint, every joint can give their weights to the selected joint. So it means that I can paint the abdomen here, the arm, the fingers, any vertices is allowed to be painted and associated to this joint. But if I want to actually, what we want every time to correct one joint's skin weight, the best is to select two joints, the two that you need to adjust. So in my case, I go in the picker, I select these two, and you can see that now I have a lot of locks everywhere else. So of course the reverse foot doesn't have any locks because it doesn't control directly the skinning. So that's why you can't see any lock here, but also any waves for the dual skin. So yeah, no skinning, no skin features. Skin feedback, sorry. So if I click just on one joint, no locks, two joints, everyone is locked except the two joints here. If I want to go from one joint to the other, I don't go into the picker and pick one joint because it will just break the selection. I will go inside of the skin atelier and jump from one joint to the other. The cool thing with this multiple selection, which works with more than just two joints, of course, is that it prevents you from painting or removing weights outside of the current selection. So if you take a look at both joints here, you can see that the selection stops on the pelvis and on the knee pads. Okay. So this means that if I remove weights from, let's say, this joint, the weights will inevitably go to this other joint. It's really that simple. So you can use the paint remove or paint add really in the most logical way possible. I say that because I know it can be quite confusing at first, mostly on how the remove paint works. And it's the same with the smoothing brush. Actually, if you smooth between both two joints, you are assured that the smoothing won't go anywhere else. While if you just pick one joint and over smooth it, sometimes you can have weights going up to the root, for example, or to the pelvis, to the upper chest, etc. And the more you smooth, the more you can have some errors of skin weighting. So it's always cool to first lock up the skinning weights area and then go with the paint brush. And then if you want to, let's say, manually add influences, but with the airbrush method we've made, with this, it's cool to reduce the weight or the strength or both. Okay, the weight will just add weight, okay, gradually, like this, progressively. To kind of make some gradients this way. And for some circumstances, I've seen this necessary, being necessary mostly for the facial skin, sorry. You might need to use both because this way you are not just at dot one, you are at dot one multiplied by dot one. So it's really fine, precise weight you are about to do here. Okay. And I can't even seem to be able to paint, probably because it's really low. Say I go with this. Okay. So it was really low, really soft. Okay, but this way I can really make gradients really controlled. Okay, you can see it starts turning orange or purple at this point, so it's really that the strength and the weights are applied really softly. It's really useful, for example, if you are tweaking the lips or the frame. For that kind of stuff, you want to have really subtle gradients in your weights, and it's really cool to have the ability to use those extremely low amount of value painting. Coupled with the airbrushing, it's really interesting to use. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you've learned a few things, and I've got a few other ones I want to do, mostly about animation. So yeah, stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.